Hey guys, what's up? Sam here, back with another video. Now in today's video, I'm going to show you how to update your phone if you have a rooted Nexus or a Nexus that has a custom recovery and you're trying to get the OTA but it doesn't work because you have a custom recovery on there. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to show you that I do have root enabled. So let's just go click on root checker right here. And you can see I have root access on this device. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you what version I'm on. As you can see right here, I'm on Android version 7.1.1. So that means I am in the Android beta program, so I do get the OTAs as soon as they're released. However, because I'm rooted and I have a custom recovery on here, I can't just download it like normal. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to boot into the recovery mode to show you that I do have a custom recovery on here, and then we're going to show you how to flash the firmware and keep root as well as your custom recovery. Alright, so let's do this. Power it off. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to start from the basics. Alright, so it's going to turn the phone back on. So we're going to reboot the system, wait for it to come back on. Now as you can see right here, I am getting the prompt to download the new update. But as I said before, if you have a custom recovery, this won't work. Alright, so all we have to do now is just to flash it manually. Now for that, we need the computer. Alright, now first thing we need to do is download two files. So the first will be the factory image, and the second one will be the modified boot, so that you're able to have the Pro recovery stay on there. Now I'll put links for both of them in the description below. Now right here is the factory image. You're going to need to right click and extract it. I did that right here. And you also need to extract this file as well, so we'll go ahead and extract it here. Alright, now once that's done, you need to put the phone in the bootloader mode. So hold on shift on your keyboard and right click. Click open command window here. As before, you need to type in ADB devices to make sure that everything is connected. And you should see the serial number right here as well as the word device. Go into the bootloader by typing ADB reboot bootloader. Now what we're going to do is issue some fast boot commands. Now to test if the fast boot mode is working on your phone, you're going to type in fast boot devices. As before, you should see the fast boot here and the serial number right there. Alright, so what we're going to do now, we're going to start the flashing process. So the first thing we're going to do is flash the bootloader. So we type in fast boot flash bootloader space. You can type B and then press the tab button to look for the bootloader. So right here, it's the bootloader dash angler dash blah blah blah. You go ahead and click enter. And you're going to reboot the bootloader after that. So fast boot, reboot, dash bootloader. All right. Now the next thing we're going to do is flash the radio. So we type in fast boot, flash radio, space R, hit tab, you find the radio, click enter. So we're going to reboot the bootloader once more. So it's fast boot, reboot dash bootloader. Now the third step is to flash the system. So fast boot, flash system, space S, look for the system image, click enter. Now this part takes the longest, so just be patient and wait a little bit. It should be done in about a minute or so. Alright, there it is, finished now. So what we're going to do next is just flash the vendor image. So fast boot, flash vendor, space V, hit tab, and there you have the vendor image. Click enter. Also guys, you should always try to do a backup of your phone before. Just back up any files, pictures, whatever it is. For me, I don't really have any space to do a backup, so I just do this thing and hope for the best. Now the next thing we're going to do is flash a boot image, but instead of the boot image that came with the file, we're going to flash a modified boot image. That way you're able to have the custom recovery and root enabled if your phone is encrypted. Now if you go back to the other file that I downloaded, it's right here. You can just copy and paste that, copy it and put it in the same folder as all your other files. So paste it right here. And remember, the name is not the boot, it's the boot, the modded boot, okay? So go back to your command window. So it's fastboot flash boot space B tab tab, click enter. That's it. Now the next thing we're gonna do is flash the recovery, but instead of the regular recovery that came with it, you're gonna flash the custom recovery. And for me, it's the twerp recovery, but if you want, you can use Clockwork Mod, it doesn't really matter. So make sure you put the twerp recovery in the same folder as all your other files and go fastboot flash recovery space and mine is twerp, so it's T tab, click enter. And the final process is just to wipe the cache. So what we're gonna do is fastboot format cache. And that's it, guys, we're finished. We're gonna reboot and we're gonna check out if everything worked pretty fine. If it takes a while to come up, that's fine because it's a first boot after a new factory image. So just give it a little time and just be a little patient and wait for it to come up and we're gonna see what happens, all right? So it's reboot. Fastboot reboot. All right, so it's back up, guys, and I really was worried. It really did take a long time to come on, but here it is. Let's check the version. And yep, it did work. The build number is right here. It's NPF26F, and I am on November 5th patch. So let us see if I still have root. I might not have it. I might need to flash it in the custom recovery, but we're gonna check, okay? So let's go here to root checker. And click verify root. Yeah, as I expected, you don't have root again, but it's gonna be an easy thing to flash it because you're still gonna have the custom recovery on there. So let's just turn it off and we're gonna boot into the recovery mode to test if we still have twerp recovery. Hopefully we should have it and it shouldn't be an issue, all right? Moment of truth, guys. Let us see. Boom. See? There you have it. So I'm just going to install the super SU file and that will have root. All right. So I have to confirm flash. And after this, you can just pretty much reboot your phone and you should have root as well as your custom recovery on here. All right, guys. So we're back up. We're going to test if we have root. All right. Let's go to the root checker. Tap to verify root, and there you go. So now your phone is updated. It has root as well as a custom recovery. Now before, I did have a pixel animation right here, and it still is right there, all right? Now, as you can see right here, my phone is still encrypted. If you go to security, you'll see that it says the phone is encrypted, all right? So I can do all of that with an encrypted phone and it works just fine. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. And if you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and subscribe. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys that hit that subscribe button. So yeah, my name is Dakoin and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Zine.